Hello students, welcome to online English class. Today we shall discuss the comprehension answers to SGP2 of the topic music helps plants grow. It is a topic of the 8th class English. Now let us discuss who are the authors of indoor plants. Its answer is Lin and Jorap are the authors of the book Indoor Plants. As there is as did is did was not used in the question, and also the verb of the question did not came to the first position, so the answer remains the same as it is in the same form in the question. Then question number 2, what do they say? Its answer is they say that plants respond to all sounds, whether it is music or voices. As like the previous one, or question number 1, the second as there is did was not used and the verb did not come to the first position of the question, so the answer remains in the same form as it is in the question. Then question number 3, what does this in the first line of para 5 refer to? What do you understand by stimulate? Its answer is in the first line of para 5, this refers to the response of plants to sounds. Stimulate means to excite, to do more. Question number 4, what did music stimulate? Here did was used in the question, so the answer was music stimulated the plant's breathing cells. Here as did was used, here the verb stimulate changed to stimulated, present tense changed to past tense. Did stimulate in place of did stimulate, stimulated was written. What did music stimulate? Its answer is music stimulated the plant's breathing cells. Question number 5, what happened when the breathing cells of the plants were stimulated? This question is in the passive form, were stimulated. The breathing cells of the plant were stimulated. It is in the passive form. Sound stimulated the breathing cells of the plants. It is in the active form, and the active form, the passive form is the breathing cells of the plants were stimulated. Sounds stimulated the breathing cells of the plants, and its passive form is breathing cells of the plants were stimulated. It is in the question. Its answer is when the breathing cells. The question is what happened when the breathing cells of the plant were stimulated. Its answer is when the breathing cells of the plant were stimulated, they were made open for longer periods. As the question is in the passive form, so the answer also given in the passive form. When the breathing cells of the plants were stimulated, they were made open for longer periods. Here were made open also in the passive form. They made open the breathing cells, and the breathing cells were its passive. They made open the breathing cells is in the active form, and its passive form is the breathing cells were made open, or we use the pronoun they were made open for longer periods. Question number 6, what happened when the cells stayed open for longer periods? What happened when the cells stayed open for longer periods? Its answer is When the cells stayed open for longer periods, they took in more nutrients from the air than it would normally would. Here would is used. We know that in English, if the first sentence, if the first verb, if two verbs are used in one sentence and the first verb or the reporting verb is in the past tense, then the next verb should be also in the past tense. When the cells stayed, here stayed in the past tense open for longer periods, they took in, here took in also in the past verb nutrients from the air than it normally would. Here will change to would, as the first verb or reporting verb remained in the past tense, so also the next verb or the following verb changed to past tense. Here will change to past tense of will, that is would. Then question number 7, what would happen if the music was played continuously? If the music was played continuously, the plant would grow so fast that it would kill itself. Here it is the use of answer is in the if clause form. If the music was played continuously, the plant would grow so fast that it would kill itself. In the use of if clause, if the if clause or the conditional clause is in the past tense, then the next clause should be in the is associated with would or should. It is the fact of a past, it is the fact of a past, and as it is the fact of a past or it is the happening of a past, the if clause or the reported or the conditional clause remained in the past form was played, and the next verb or the next clause associated with would or should. And the answer is, if the music was played continuously, the plant would grow so fast that it would kill itself. What is the then question number 8, what is the fifth paragraph about? The fifth paragraph is about the effect of music on plants. Then question number 9, how is the finding of lean and rap different from that of Herschel? Herschel found that plants respond to music, but Lin and rap found that plants respond to any kind of sound. Herschel found that plants respond only music, respond to only music, but Lin and rap found that plants respond to any kind of sound. Here the first verb or the repeating verb is in the past tense, but the verb of the second clause or the second verb remain the same or in the present tense, because as there is universal truth or there is a fact, universal truth remains in the second clause. So though the first verb is in the past tense, yet the second verb remains the same as its original form. This ends the online class. Thank you.